What is going on, everybody? Not King Recon, but the bear of big news, Morgans, here today to talk about some One Piece news. And I've got some news, man. I have some news because next week, in particular, on June 8th, is going to be a big day for us One Piece fans, man. We've got some potential Netflix live action stuff next week for Geeked Week. We have Film Red, stuff that's already coming out, but on June 8th, we're getting even more stuff. And then, for the end of the videos, so that the anime onlys can stay for as long as possible, I'm going to have a manga discussion for volume 103 that is potentially incoming, that might be promoted alongside this Film Red stuff. So we'll save that for the end of the video. Like I said, I want to keep the anime onlys here as much as possible. My anime onlys are already going through it. So let's start off with the Netflix news. Next week is Geeked Week. It's going to be from June 6th to the 13th, and One Piece is at the very, very top of the page of stuff that's going to be coming out for this next week. So, because I'm not expecting a trailer, I feel like it's too early for a trailer. I am expecting, though, interviews with the potential cast, maybe more cast members being announced, maybe pictures of the set, pictures of the cast within character, and the director speaking on the process, all that type of stuff. I'm not expecting a trailer, though. If we do get a trailer, that would be insane, considering how early they are in the process. So I'm not expecting a trailer, but I am expecting screenshots, interviews, stuff of that nature for the One Piece live action series heading into this Geeked Week. Now, next year's Geeked Week will probably be going up in like somewhere with like massive trailers, announcements, all that stuff. I wouldn't even be surprised if at this particular Geek Week with I believe Skypiea just recently came to Netflix over here. Before that, they put Film Z, Strong World. So, and I think they're putting Film Gold on there soon as well. So they might just announce here on Geeked Week that Water 7 could be coming to Netflix as well over here in North America. So we'll see what happens on that end, but that is the news that we have for the Netflix series. I'm excited to see the characters in their outfits, like in-character outfits. That's going to be fun to see if we're going to see that next week, as well as the interviews for the creative process and whatnot. That's going to be some good stuff to read so that we can get more into their minds and see what's in store for this live-action One Piece adaptation. Let's talk about Film Red, because Film Red, man, when I saw these, I was like, all right, dude. So we've gotten to see a few of the Marines. They were revealing a Marine, it looks like a day, here on their Twitter. And first we see Vice Admiral Momonga. So you already know Momonga greatness is going to be coming in. And then we see my boy Fujitora. So Fujitora is going to be in this one. Then we see Borsalino. I just recently rewatched Film Z the other day, and I loved Kizaru's scenes in that one. So glad to see Kizaru back in a One Piece movie. Then we have my dog, the big red dog, Akainu, looking fresh, ready to go up in like swimwear. And then of course we have, this one shocked me, because it's like we had a Vice Admiral, then we had, then on top of the Vice Admirals and the Admirals, then we cut over to Cypher Pole and we see Bluno. Bluno in a tracksuit, rocking some flower petals, and he's wearing an Uta tracksuit on top of that, so I'm going to assume he's a massive fan of Uta. He's like, yo, I love me some idols. I love me some of that Uta music. So we have Uta Fanboy 124 in Bluno here, so that's gonna be some very interesting stuff. Mr. Door himself. So if we see Bluno here, I'm going to assume we might see Kaku, Stussy, Robert D. Lucci. I mean, we might see the whole squad pulling up for this movie, which would be awesome. And I just wonder what type of involvement the Marines would even have here in Film Red. So them being here is already way beyond what I was anticipating. So that's really, really exciting stuff, considering how long it's been since we've seen the Marines like this moving, using their abilities and whatnot. So I look forward to seeing what type of role they'll play. Maybe we'll see Garp as well and whatnot. So exciting stuff on that end. Now, moving into the Film Red announcement that we're getting on June 8th. Now, June 8th is going to be a big day. That on June 8th, we're going to be getting Film Red news and manga news. Let's talk about the Film Red stuff first. Because apparently at 7 p.m. on Wednesday, we are going to have, which is June 8th, we're going to get something big for Film Red. I'm going to assume it's going to be another trailer. There's been a theatrical poster that's been leaking around lately, so I'm going to assume they're probably going to reveal that there as well officially. All the other stuff, right? So they're getting ready for this. They're getting ready for this big Film Red push. I already know that apparently we're going to get a filler arc in the anime in July, which is the Stampede one was only 2 episodes, and before those were 4 episodes. So it's gonna be anywhere between 2 to 4 episodes for the Film Red filler. But they're gonna go on this push to start promoting this movie. So this one is probably going to be special. I'm going to assume the reason why they showed the Marines earlier is because they're going to be in this trailer. So I look forward to seeing who else is going to be in this trailer. I'm very, very excited to see what other characters will be there, as well as if we'll see anything in terms of abilities for the characters, more stuff in terms of the story and the developments there. And Shanks, any more Shanks greatness, right? It will be eaten good. But it looks like we're getting a trailer on June 8th. I don't think they would be promoting it this hard if we weren't getting a big trailer for Film Red. So I'm extremely excited. It's regardless of what we get, because the last trailer, even though we didn't get much, we were still able to dissect it. It was Shanks with a daughter. I was like, all the entire community was exploding. But in this particular one, it looks like, and even if it's not a longer trailer, even if it's just a 30-second trailer, the fact that we're getting a new trailer potentially on the horizon is extremely exciting, because I just want to see more from this movie, what type of movie it's going to be, and whatnot, especially now that we've seen the Marines. It's like, man, what are we cooking? What is Toei cooking over there for Film Red? So exciting stuff inbound. June 8th, we'll be getting a trailer for One Piece Film Red, or at least I'm assuming we're getting a trailer for One Piece Film Red. Anime onlys, if you do not want to get spoiled on one of the biggest events in the manga, please exit the video now. We're about to get into some manga discussion, a manga conversation, because it looks like we're going to be getting something big here very, very soon for the manga. So do not watch the rest of this video. Now, for those that are still here, I'm going to assume you read the manga, you're caught up, because this is big. So we saw a promotional poster last week that had Film Red, and then on the bottom it had Luffy and Gear 5th from chapter 1045. Now, when I initially saw that, I was like, maybe we'll be getting a volume cover shown soon. Maybe it's also going to be shown on June 8th. And over here, shout out to Library of Ohara, Arthur's Twitter page for having this. Spirigatito Stan states that One Piece Volume 103 is coming out on August 4th, so they're probably going to start promoting that very soon. And Volume 103, I'm going to assume is going to have from like 1036 to like 1046 or 1045 or maybe even 1044, but it's still going to have that. So if it ends on 1045, that would actually be perfect, because that's exactly what this promotional image is for. Now, this is even outside of just a promotional image. Right here, thanks to Arthur's translation, it states a big One Piece announcement will be presented on June 8th at 7 p.m. on the official One Piece YouTube channel. Now, this is an announcement for One Piece that's besides the Film Red stuff. So on June 8th, we're going to get the Film Red stuff, whatever information we're getting for Film Red, and then we're also getting something for the manga. We're getting some sort of big One Piece announcement from the manga. So that's going to be a big week, live action wise, anime wise, and manga wise. And considering where we are in the manga, I'm extremely excited to see what this big announcement is, especially with the 25th anniversary of the manga around the corner. The 25th anniversary, I believe, is going to be on July 18th. So it's like we have the 25th anniversary just around the corner. We've got a Film Red movie coming out and a live action series getting news. So whatever this big announcement's going to be, and it has Gear 5th Luffy on it. Now, I'm going to assume that this means potential volume cover reveal. We might see Gear 5th with the colors, the official colors here very soon on the volume cover, which is gonna be really, really cool. But if it's gonna be a big announcement, I don't know. Like, I honestly don't know. I know we're about to finish Wano, and based on the volume, so let's just say this is a volume announcement, right? And we find out that it's from chapter 1036 to chapter 1045, which is where this image comes from. And then the next one is from chapter 1046, so volume 104 would probably be from 1046 to like 1055. That would mean, hypothetically speaking, that Wano is transitioning into post-Wano. That would mean that this volume would probably finish like Wano as we know it, heading into volume 104, potentially being the volume 45, volume 60, volume 90, which are the legendary post arcs, right? Like the post arc, post Enies Lobby, post Marineford, and post Whole Cake Island with the Reverie stuff. So if volume 104 is going to be that, then that's going to be from chapter 1056 to like 1066. So we're going to be in for some gas, all right? Like premium gas. I'm talking premium. You already know gas is extremely pricey right now. Beyond premium gas is potentially incoming in volume 104. That could be one of the greatest volumes of all time, and if it's not 104, it's going to end up being 105. One of them is going to have post-Wano greatness. So this volume, obviously, I can't wait to see volume 103. It's going to contain one of my favorite chapters of all time, in chapters 1044. Honestly, that entire stretch, right? 1042, 1043, 1044, 1045. I mean, to own that is going to be legendary if the volume does have that. But if it's not anything for the volumes, and it has more so to do with the 25th anniversary of the series, I look forward to seeing what big announcement they're going to have. So that's going to be a big day for us One Piece fans. And then on top of all of this, because we're heading into E3 season, even though there's no official E3 this year, the press conferences are going to start rolling out. So with the State of Plays, the Nintendo Directs, the Xbox Showcases, one of them is going to have One Piece Odyssey. So within June, I'm also expecting more One Piece Odyssey information, which I'm extremely excited for. As a massive fan of turn-based JRPGs, to have a One Piece turn-based game on a next-gen console is going to be so goated. I love the user interface. It looks incredible. So I can't wait to see more from One Piece Odyssey. So it looks like in June, we're going to be getting live-action news, which is confirmed, Film Red news, confirmed, manga news, confirmed, and potential One Piece Odyssey news as well. So June's going to be a big month for us. Cannot wait to see what is going to be coming in, what type of stuff we're going to be consuming, both within the manga, in the anime, and with all this incoming news, right? It's going to be a big month for us One Piece fans. Cannot wait for it, and I look forward to seeing all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. What would you like to see out of all of these different bits and pieces of news that are going to be coming in for all these different things, and what are you most excited for? Are you most excited to finally get to see a little bit of the Netflix live-action adaptation, or do you want to see more from Film Red and more Shanks? Because more Shanks is better. The Santa hat, the SH in Shanks stands for Santa hat, so you already know peak fiction is incoming. And then, of course, for the manga readers, it's going to be a big one. All right, if you have the goat with the coat in his ultimate form here, then you already know something's going to go wild. So regardless of what it is, whether it's a volume announcement or something way beyond that, whatever it ends up being, I can't wait for it. It's a good time to be a One Piece fan, and I most certainly look forward to seeing how this all plays out. So I will see y'all next time. Have an awesome day. This has been Big News Recon, and I'll see y'all later.